Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Monday, August 21st, 2023. Let's take a look at the Forex economic calendar at the beginning of the trading week. New Zealand data in form of the trade balance were released overnight. As you can see, they're missing the expectations in a big deal. Chinese People Bank of China loan prime rate is has been hiked just marginally above the expectations, because the expectations were 3.4% and the actual reading was 3.45%, which is still below the previous reading of 3.55. So that's the situation with the People Bank of China and the loan prime rate. We still have some data during the London session. German PPI were scheduled for it at 8 o'clock and were just released. Minus 1.1% is way below the minus 0.2% expectations and way below minus 0.3% previous reading. So we would definitely take a look maybe at the euro related markets before the London is open. Oh, it's open already, so it's not that actual anymore. And then of course during the New York session we got only one important data release from Canada, new housing price index. This data is scheduled for release 2:30. So that's the current situation with the Forex calendar. Let's find out what's going on charts, and first we are going to take a look at the New Zealand dollar. New Zealand to American dollar 4-hour chart. We can clearly see that on this the time frame the down trend prevails. The market keeps making lower highs and lower lows. Recently we stopped at the level of 5,898. Just recently we tried to let's say test it, so maybe just the horizontal level would be appropriate. So that's the 4-hour chart. Let's switch for a daily for a minute to see where are we right now. Okay, so we know now that the key technical resistance is located at 5,980. so this is the technical resistance, and now we are going to test approximately the level of 5,808. This is the technical support. Moreover, we got one more at the level of 5,839, so not that far away. We got one more, let's say at 5,734, and maybe just one more we can mark on our chart is 5,507. So those are the key technical resistances here on the New Zealand dollar versus the American dollar. As you can see, New Zealand dollar is under the pressure, is being sold out across the board, and US dollar appreciates from that situation. Let's just take a look if there's some kind of a maybe channel. No, it doesn't look like a channel at all. If it is so, then we just broke below this channel. So that was the previous channel line, okay, and that's the new one, because if we take the extremes into the consideration, this is how it basically looks like. So we see it on the second channel line as a support. Nevertheless, it looks like this market has a little bit more to go down in order to get the extreme oversold market conditions even more oversold, and then we can expect some kind of a bounce on this market, New Zealand dollar to the American dollar. Let's take a look at the euro. This is daily chart of the euro. Let's just zoom out to see the perspective. Basically, this market is right now in the corrective cycle. Let's take a look at the price range, because the last important correction was 4.68. Okay, now the next important correction, okay, was roughly 4.15. Now this correction, let's just take a look. This correction is already, let's say, 3.81. So it's still a part of this up movement. All right, so this correction is still a part of the up movement, and there is no overbalance yet. We need to break at least 4.68% lower from the top in order to see the movement to the downside completed, and then of course there's a still chance for reversal. Nevertheless, if we just zoom in just a little bit, we can see that basically this market is below 200, sorry, that's 150 periods moving averages. So in that situation, of course, we shouldn't expect any bullish action soon. However, in the past, we've seen these breakouts below the 50 periods moving average, just a short 1-2 maybe days of the breakout. This one was a little bit longer, that was 5, 6, 7 days. That was 1 week below the 50 periods moving average. And then of course we got the new swing high, and then situation might be repeating itself. Okay, so few days below the 50 periods moving average, and then what, new highs, maybe, but this is still not the level from which usually the rebound starts, because it must be somewhere around 30, 32, 33. That's the level from which the rebound starts. So we still need to get lower. The next target would be eventually 1.0771, and then we can resume the uptrend and go even towards the new swing high, because the market's conditions hit the level of, let's say, 32, 33 points. So that's the situation on a daily time frame chart on the euro dollar. So the outlook is slightly bearish on this market. Let's take a look at gold. Why we are looking at gold? Because the gold market, as you can see, is doing it's still doing that down trend. If we take a look at this trend line, the simple trend line that we can place here, you can clearly see that this trend line, okay, was violated already. This trend line was violated. Okay, we got it here. There was a chance to test it, but it didn't actually work out very nicely, so that's even a little bit higher. So if we go by these extremes, we got this, and again, if we take the price range into the consideration to look for the overbalance, so that's the level here, 781, and maybe one more, the newest one. This one, so that was 781. This one is the other way around. Of course, well, it's 991 anyway, so there is nothing much to change, right? So there is kind of a let's say it's 908, 902. Sorry, so 9%. So that's the bigger decrease here. And that means we got the overbalance ready on in the market, so we should expect lower prices basically, and the US dollar should appreciate a little bit. We already made how much? 5.16%, and there is still room to go lower, of course. So let me just remove this this measure. So we know that this is the overbalance, that's the bounce, and we moving lower. So now this level here, 1892, used to be a technical support, tested here for example, and tested here for example, so kind of an important one. So let me just show you guys what I mean. I mean this level here, but now we are hovering just at the level at the extremely oversold market conditions. So usually market bounce from this level just at the as it done before. So should we expect some kind of a bounce? Of course, we should expect some kind of a bounce somewhere towards the 50 or 100 periods moving average. Otherwise, if there is a breakout to the downside, it's even worse for bulls, because next support is 1857. Okay, and the other one is way lower because it's on the 1804. So this is the current situation here on the gold market. The outlook is bearish. However, please notice the fact that the market conditions are extremely oversold, and we should look at the we should expect lower prices. Last but not least is Bitcoin. On the daily time frame chart, the Bitcoin chart doesn't look the Bitcoin price movement doesn't look good. However, as you can see, it's typical for Bitcoin to do the very sharp reversal or correction and then new high, then the correction not that sharp and then new high, sharp reversion, sharp correction, sharp decline, then new swing high is supposed to be made. The last high was made at 31,790, and as long as we trade just above this level here, 24,753, the up movement is still intact. Okay, so the outlook for the Bitcoin is still to the upside, especially because we are extremely oversold. And from the technical point of view, there's supposed to be some sort of the bounce here on the Bitcoin. So there is no need to panic just yet. There is still a chance for the breakout to the upside. In case we need deeper levels, deeper technical support levels, there are some levels here. 19,572, and of course the level of 21,383. So the outlook for the Bitcoin is kind of a bullish. There's supposed to be some, bullish. There's supposed to be some kind of a bounce, a reversal, and the bounce in order to keep this movement intact, basically, on the Bitcoin market. So that's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.